All right, all right. Welcome back to the Cool Cast Podcast, the coolest podcast on the planet. Shouts out to the Heavenly Father, our Heavenly Father, and His only begotten Son, the Messiah. All right, think of what it is. One bite pizza reviews. I think that's the title of it. So um, so I like pizza. I like pizza. I always like pizza. Like I remember when I was younger though, I didn't fuck with any toppings and shit. Like so, I don't think I fuck with any top. Maybe like bacon. I don't know. But I remember like when I was a kid, like I used to take the toppings off and I would like throw it. Like I was about to throw the shit away and like my paw or my mom and shit or whatever they like. I just remember like motherfuckers catching me about to throw toppings away or just like you know what I'm saying, putting with them like no boy, let me you know what I'm saying whatever. I take that over, like just give it. I remember that shit when I was younger. That shit is hilarious. Now looking back at it, it was like, no fucking way, boy, you throwing shit away and shit, you stupid ass little dude. That's not what they said to me. No shit. That's just paraphrasing, just like clowning out. But that was hilarious though. Just looking back onto that, like you know what I'm saying. Everybody tripping over the toppings and shit, like you know what I'm saying. But I was just like just cheese. So I think after that, like they would just like, you know what I'm saying, make sure I would just have like just cheese pizza because they know I ain't fucking with the toppings and shit. Like no pepperoni, no bacon, no sausage, just no ham, just fucking cheese. But as I got older, I was fucking with that pepperoni and shit like that though. And then I'd be like trying to tote around with the turkey pepperoni. And I was thinking upon that, it's like turkey pepperoni. Like, what if this is some whole other shit? And it's like, yeah, but I be thinking upon that shit though when they be like, these motherfuckers thinking they eat turkey bacon, but this pork in this bitch. You know, they thinking they eat beef bacon, it's pork. Anyhow, shit's all told. But yeah, one bite pizza review. So I was clowning out on the situation with homie. This nigga here acting like he a fucking scientist working with NASA and he testing fucking fuel for some spacecraft. Like my nigga, it's just pizza. But I get it though, you know what I'm saying? Pizza is amazing and pizza is great. And I also was thinking about when I first seen one of the videos, like the way that they were eating the pizza and the nigga like ate the crust before finishing the beginning half. And then after the fact I realized like, oh, like he testing the pizza to give it a rating to see how, so you can't wait to see what the crust is like. So you gotta test the crust right away to like, you know what I'm saying? So you can go ahead and give it a nice rating and shit. But that shit had me rolling though, dog. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? This man acting like he hey, this nigga Lex Luthor or something, like this nigga a fucking scientist or some shit, man. But yeah, that pizza shit ill will. But oh yeah, I got into the whole deal. But still, I'm not making pizza yet because I feel like, so I'm basically just grabbing a frozen pizza and throwing it in the oven. But one morning I come to Publix and I went to go grab some shit for lunch. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I was just getting off work or something, I think, or I don't know. But anyhow, I was just going to grab some shit for lunch. So I went to go grab a little frozen pizza. It wasn't one of the little popular brands like fucking Red Baron or DiGiorno or some shit like that. I don't even think it was Newman's. I can't remember the name of that brand. It's not like one of the super popular brands, but I think it was like a Napoleon type style type pizza. Because I was checking out for the crust. I wanted to get like a nice crust. But Red Baron, the brick oven, I like that little. What anyhow, so I'm pulling up at the register, and this elderly lady, she saw me coming through with a thing. She's like, "Oh, that boy about to have pizza for lunch, huh?" And I said, "That's what you getting into, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm about to get with this year." You know what I'm saying? Later on, and so she had like the shit that she had. She was like, "Oh." She was showing out about how like she make her own bread and shit. She had like ingredients to go home and bake her own bread because she don't fuck with the shit they got on the shelves and shit because it's and she hollered at me like, they got the little pizza dough like laced up for you over there. They got the shit rolled out and all like that. They got the. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right then. I'm gonna go see about this here. I'm gonna go see what's going on with that. So that lady, whoever that lady is, though, she put me on the, you know what I'm saying, with the whole thing with like, you know what I'm saying. Because the first time I grabbed the little pre-rolled dough, I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying. I mean, it's cool or whatever, but like, I just wanted to get into like stretching the shit myself. So the next time I went out and I hadn't got the shit that was like They got the little dough balls or whatever. So I ended up stretching out with Walmart shit and Aldi's. I like Aldi's the best because it's easier to stretch. You know what I'm saying? But at first hand, I ain't know about how so you gotta let the pizza sit out for like in room temperature for like at least like a couple hours or so. I remember one time like trying to. That shit, man, that shit had me upset. I couldn't stretch the shit. I couldn't fucking stretch the pizza. But along the way, I started just getting because at one point in time, like I was like, damn, like I couldn't get the crust to uphold how I wanted to. I found out a few pointers to how to get the shit to man like. But one like what that was Friday. Friday had made a pizza and it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent, but this it still ain't compared to this one batch that I made, and it was so light. Like I ate the whole thing in like one little swoop because it was so light. It felt like it was nothing. I'm trying to reach that again. I'm trying to reach that again because that pizza was amazing. Like that bitch came from Michelangelo's or something, or even better, even a pizza, yeah, however you pronounce that shit, pizza era. I don't know, but like you know, what I'm saying, it felt like it came from one of them things like Michelangelo's or Gianni's or you know what I'm saying, dog. But I still feel like I haven't made a pizza yet because like I never like styled my own pizza dough. Like I'm just getting shit from out the store, so I feel like I haven't made a pizza yet until like I make my own dough. It's like I'm basically just like grabbing a frozen pizza and just in the oven. You know what I'm saying? So until I motherfucking form my own dough, and that's when I can say like, oh, all right, I made pizza. But until then, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta settle for the low. You hear me? But it's fairly decent though. It's fairly decent. But I'm gonna try this. I gotta try this shit one day. But I be thinking about this shit too. It's like, man, because I met a few ladies that was like, you know what I'm saying, they be cooking and shit, so they're like, yeah, but I ain't like chat with them long enough to, you know what I'm saying, to figure out the whole situation with the. I was like, damn, I should have goddamn kept. I could have just had them, you know. Let them make this, but still, that ain't me making pizza though. They fucking, you know. But we gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out. Though. But, all right, man. This is the Cool Cast podcast, the coolest podcast on the planet. Y'all be cool out there, but hot for the Lord.